I may be on the verge of discovering the true nature of Destiny's mission.
You've had control of this ship the whole time! Why wouldn't you tell anyone?
The Lucian Alliance is planning an attack on Earth.
I killed Riley. I suffocated him with my own hands.
You are a good commander.
There is no mission other than getting these people home.
It was never about going home. It's about getting us to where we're going. That is the mission. Gin was strangled by Simeon.
And we received confirmation that Dr. Perry died on Earth.
I think we have a connection.
You're aboard the Destiny. I'm Colonel Young. Who are you?
I'm Gin.
Gin isn't Chloe's body. Whose body is Chloe connected to?
Chloe?
No. Amanda Perry.
I do have another idea. The neural interface chair. We can isolate each consciousness and upload them into Destiny's memory bank.
It worked. Thank you. I know it's only temporary.
But for now, it's the best we can do.
Mr. Ambassador, when we first spoke of using your planet's core as the power source to dial the 9 Chevron address, it was a scientific mystery. Now it has become a necessity.
It was always your intention to send people.
Not these people. Not so unprepared. If we could open a supply line of equipment and relief personnel.
Mr. Woolsey.
The planets with the required properties to do this are exceedingly rare. What's more, 99% of the work is already done. Your facility draws power from the core, the Stargate is in place.
Twice this has been attempted, and twice the planets were destroyed by a catastrophic chain reaction.
The overloaded Icarus was a direct result of the enemy bombardment. In the second case...
We acknowledge there were mitigating factors in both cases. Nevertheless, our scientists believe Dr. Rush's solution is inherently dangerous.
Which is why we asked you to come here, sir. We have a new solution. Ambassador Ovirda, Dr. Rodney McKay. Ambassador, gentlemen, just take a second to boot up. There's anywhere I can plug in, is there? That'll be fine.
Knight to Queen's Bishop 5.
Move it yourself.
Very funny. You're not concentrating.
Well, I couldn't beat you when you were a flesh and blood person. What chance do I have now?
I'm a person, Nick.
Of course you are. I mean, what I meant to say, what I should have said, is that you're more than that.
I'm still me.
What are you doing right now?
I'm here with you.
And?
And, analyzing the structure you found in the database and accessing the ship's sensors so I can study the nearest...
Wow.
Okay. You have a point.
So much more than a flesh and blood person.
And why is that the only thing I dream about?
I have the same dream. You're in it.
There is a way.
Okay, good to go. Sorry. Now, I'm sure we're all familiar with the old adage, it's all in the algorithm, so?
Doctor, I'm going to stop you there.
All I said was so.
I'm not a scientist.
No, that's not a problem. I dumbed it down.
There's no point in wasting our time.
No, I can talk very, very fast.
Let me ask you this. If our roles were reversed, would you be so blithe as to put Earth's population at risk?
Well, there's no risk, that's the point.
Hopefully, once our own scientists have had a chance to go over your work, they'll reach the same conclusion.
There's no time for that.
Colonel.
The Lucian Alliance wants Destiny. They know that your facility can get them there. And you know damn well that they will not take no for an answer.
There's an excellent argument to dismantle the facility altogether.
Don't think that will stop them. They will move in faster. They will do anything to get to the Destiny and won't give a damn if they blow up your planet in the process.
Then don't let them.
If we were allowed to show you that Dr. McKay's dialing solution is safe...
that is the price of your protection from the Lucian Alliance?
As a lifelong practitioner of diplomacy, you must understand that sovereign states act in their own interest.
The defense of a supply line, for example.
For example.
If and when our scientists reach the same conclusion as Dr. McKay...
No. It could take months for them to understand the science.
Then that is how long you will have to wait.
The Alliance won't be as patient.
I have no choice but to hope that you're wrong. Good day, gentlemen.
The Lucian Alliance got to them. You just proved that to me. We have to move.
He didn't even look at my work because he wouldn't have understood it in the first place. You saw my presentation. A cat could understand it. He knows their government will only listen to the assurances of their own experts. We would do the same.
They've already made a deal with the Lucian Alliance.
I seriously doubt that.
I can prove it.
David, how'd it go?
Pretty much like I expected.
Dr. McKay, your reputation precedes you.
Some of it even good.
And you are?
Sorry, Communication Stones. This is actually Colonel Young, commander of the Destiny. You know Woolsey.
You said something about proof?
Not exactly, but close enough.
We parked a dozen or so listening satellites around Langara. The communications are encrypted in a Lucian Alliance cipher we haven't broken, but there's enough back and forth to suggest that some sort of negotiation has been going on for some time.
Does the IOA know this?
General O'Neill briefed the chairman and the president this morning in an emergency meeting.
We are in an undeclared war with the Alliance. Now, if the Langarians have already sided with them, they can launch another attack on Destiny at almost any point.
Without the benefit of my solution.
Which would make donning the Ninth Chevron a hell of a lot more dangerous for the Langarans.
So we're protecting them from themselves. Is that it?
Well, if that's how you want to put it, sure.
The general's authorized a mission to Langara.
What sort of mission?
We're calling it a proof of concept. But before we get into that, we'll need McKay to run through his presentation.
Oh, okay.
Not here.
Who's this?
That's a good question. Where's Rush?
He sent Mr. Brody in his place. He said you wouldn't care.
Oh, I don't. Doesn't mean he can do whatever he wants.
What's wrong?
Rush was supposed to switch with you and go over your data on Earth.
Well, I thought I was here to talk to Brody.
No. You're here to talk to Eli. You convinced him, you've convinced me. Lieutenant, would you mind?
Yes, sir. I'll take care of it.
Rush, this is Young. Where are you?
I'm up here.
Right, of course. We met at Stargate Command. It's Vanessa, right?
Yeah. After you.
No, ladies first. I'll go.
Hey.
He ran into me literally a while ago in a hurry somewhere.
He didn't say anything?
He said to tell you he was taking the day off.
What does that mean?
That's what I said. We just found him.
His vitals are stable. There's some kind of program running that I've never seen before. Don't ask, because I don't got a clue.
I haven't heard he's taking the day off.
Looks more like he's taking a nap. I'm reading delta waves. Stage 4 sleep, very deep.
So now's when I say wake the bastard up and you tell me it's dangerous.
Well, it is.
All right. Well, let's find out what the hell he's doing and report back to me.
You are in an immersive simulation program. It's already in the Destiny's database. Thought some of you have already experienced it.
Colonel Young's no-win scenario.
I was already so capable of hyper-realistic sensory input. And all I had to do was find a way that we could experience it together.
And that's where the chair comes in.
In a way, you're outside of your physical body right now. This would have been no fun at all if it was only in your head. This way we can feel each other's touch.
You must have had to put in some kind of conditions in order for the scenario to play out.
That was the easy part. Parameters are so simple that you should be able to come and go as you wish.
So it's just the two of us then? In our own little while.
We have the whole matrix of the ship to ourselves. I think we could even take a shuttle somewhere if we really wanted to.
Oh, really? Well, we could try that sometime.
Not now.
Definitely not now.
Greer, you nuts? You just donated a damn kidney.
I just need some exercise.
There you are. Sorry, Colonel, he snuck out.
Listen to me, Ronald. You're no good to me dead. I need you to get back to the infirmary.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
No. See, this is where you are completely wrong. It is impossible to make that deduction because it falls outside of the boundary conditions.
This changes the boundary conditions.
It doesn't work that way.
If you make the change, yes, it does. Read the writing on the wall, man.
Listen, kid, 1 semester at MIT does not make you...
Gentlemen, I take it there are problems with this?
What?
He thinks we're talking about your 9 chevron dialing solution.
No. We moved on. He's very, very bright, this kid. I mean, in many ways, he reminds me of me at that age. Of course, I was carrying on a lot less hair.
So, it'll work?
Oh, yeah. I wish I'd thought of it.
Thank you.
Great, just to be clear, without blowing up the planet.
I'd say the odds of that are...
Statistically, 0.
Good.
Now, Rush's original calculations were sound, don't get me wrong. It's just that he was using a trinary instead of a quad base, which, of course, threw off...
Yeah, I don't really care, just as long as Eli says we're good to go.
Yeah, we're good.
Let's go.
I just got here.
Well, you can come back anytime. In fact, we pull this off, you can come back in person.
This is not over, mister.
Bring it.
Brody bought McKay's solution.
Of course he did. Look, he didn't eat any citrus when he was in my body, did he? Because I am not feeling well.
I assume this means you're going ahead with your mission.
I don't see that there's a choice.
Of course there is. Clearly the Alliance is putting something substantial on the table. If we go to them with some sort of a peace offering of our own...
General O'Neill believes the Alliance will move in a matter of days, whether they're invited or not by the Langarian government. He also believes the Langarans would prefer siding with us if given the choice.
I agree, wholeheartedly.
Well, the goal of our mission is to make that choice easier by proving that Dr. McKay's solution is safe.
Oh, it's safe.
Our secondary goal would be to determine whether or not they've already made a deal with the other side.
And if we find that out?
Well, then we will act accordingly. The Lucian Alliance is not going to be allowed to attack Destiny again.
I think I can speak for both of us when I say that if your intention is to take their facility by force, we'll have no part of it.
No, of course not, Mr. Wolsey. We're going to give them a peace offering. TJ, any change?
I don't think he's asleep. He's in something closer to a coma.
What's wrong with this guy?
You know what, TJ, this timing sucks, but Scott and I, we got to do this thing. You are in charge. Keep a defense team in the gate room at all times.
Yes, sir.
I also need you to check in on Greer. I ran into him in the corridor this morning. Yeah, he didn't look good.
He shouldn't be walking around.
Right.
Aside from taking the day off, did Rush say anything that might give us a clue as to why he did this?
Not to me.
Well, maybe he couldn't bring himself to see how McKay improved on his work.
Look, I'm not saying he doesn't have an ego the size of a bus, but Rush would kill to bring people and supplies from Earth.
So, what was so important?
Oh, I'm sure he planned to tell me at our next heart-to-heart.
Just do me a favor. Get him on his feet so I can knock him on his ass when I'm back.
Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you.
Does it have to be so hot in here?
It's not. You have a fever, which means you're fighting another infection.
Good to know. I'll fight harder.
I wish it worked that way.
It does.
Here.
See, I feel better already. How's Volker?
Great, for a guy who's sporting someone else's kidney. I really didn't expect you to be the one who got sick.
Better me than him.
Why is that?
Because I'm strong.
Yeah, you are. But no more walking around, okay? You need to sleep. That's an order.
Yes, ma'am.
I got nothing. You?
There's hardly any brain activity at all. It's like he's not even... Go back in the logs as far as you can. His present physical state has nothing to do with this.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that is one hell of an upload.
Over 900 terabytes were transferred into Destiny's memory.
Eli, what am I looking at?
The complete and unabridged consciousness of one Nicholas Rush.
Feels strange with no one else around.
Thanks a lot.
Eh? Oh, you know what? Must be different for you too.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. I mean, there are hours when I feel oblivious to the fact that there are even other people aboard.
Yeah.
Like when I'm looking outside of the ship, taking in the galaxy around us. And then other times I can pour through data in fractions of a second that would take me hours to read if I was...
If you were part of me, a person, you mean?
I much prefer being here with you. I mean, physically, here. Existing as consciousness is lonely.
No, you needn't be lonely ever again.
You have no idea how happy it makes me to hear you say that.
In fact, if there was a way for me to interact with Destiny's real systems, we could spend even more time together.
But we can't. The system is isolated.
It wouldn't be much of a simulation if it had real-world repercussions, would it? We'd best let Eli and Gideon off in a sec.
For now, is it okay if we keep it our secret?
Of course. I really need to go now.
You have to.
Well, for one, I've been away long enough for Colonel Young to start getting hysterical. And another is, I have to work. So, is there a door somewhere, or they just click my heels together?
It's even easier than that. All you need to do is sit, close your eyes, and when you open them, you'll be back.
Yeah. The shouting and the pointing and the demanding of answers shall begin. Cannot wait.
But you'll be back soon, won't you?
Well, you can always come visit me in the real world. I know it's not the same thing, but hey, at least you know I love you for your mind as well as your body.
Yes. Go. Sit. I'll come say goodnight to you later.
I'll see you then. Amanda? It didn't work.
Defensive position! I am unarmed, Mr. Woolsey. You were not expected.
I am here at the request of my government, bearing gifts for both the ambassador and your chief administrator.
Should I call him for you, sir?
Not yet. What sort of gifts?
Symbols of our friendship. Artifacts carved by the ancients themselves over 1 million years ago. I would prefer if you didn't.
You don't think I would allow you to give something like this to Administrator Halpern without looking it over first?
Dar. Well, Captain, is it acceptable?
Looks fine to me.
Then may I present it to the administrator?
Absolutely.
Excellent. I know the way.
Ah! What is this?
You are on board the Destiny. I promise you won't be harmed, and you will be returned to your own body shortly.
Woolsey?
What are you doing here?
It's brought a gift, sir, for you and the ambassador.
I've already inspected it. I'm sure it's harmless.
Captain, what you should have done is instruct Mr. Woolsey to return home immediately.
At least read the inscription on the bottom of the stone. Please.
How is this possible?
That I can't tell you, sir. Just stay calm. It shouldn't take too long.
We pulling this off?
So far, so good, sir.
The hell am I
SG-1
wearing?
teams 4 and 5 should be arriving in 5 minutes.
Well, let's go welcome them to our facility.
It should have worked.
Well, there's no point in panicking just yet.
Maybe you should try it again.
I have tried.
Maybe I can shut the simulation down another way.
No, Amanda, that's a really good thought, but you can't do that from in here. The system's isolated. You told me so yourself. In fact, nothing you're doing at the moment's having any effect whatsoever.
I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
Oh, no, that's one thing you're not.
It's probably just a glitch.
Probably. But I can't leave and you can't fix it from here, so...
You'll be all right?
I'll be fine. You go.
Gin! Eli! She's in the ship's memory. It's not like she can hear you any better or worse out there.
Then why isn't she answering me?
Why are you so sure she can help us?
I think I know what Russia's doing. Because Gin and I had the same idea, and I think they talked.
What?
In their ascension research, the ancients experimented with the transfer of human consciousness all the time. It's how the stones work, right?
We have no clue.
Why would he do that?
Okay, so this is a little... Night before last, Gin was visiting me in my quarters. We were talking, and I said something like, would it be great if we could do more than talk?
You mean actual physical contact?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean...
Yes, that's what I meant. Honestly, I was just thinking out loud, but the suggestion did not go over well.
Well, Eli, she just died and had her consciousness uploaded into the ship's memory. And you're just thinking about getting your...
What? No. That part she was all for.
Then why?
Because she said it would be dangerous.
Why?
You don't think uploading a human consciousness and back again is a little dangerous? When I tried to talk her into it anyway, she got mad or depressed or some combination of the two, and I haven't seen her since.
I'm sure the discoveries we make will be of great benefit to both of our worlds.
Well, the ambassador and I couldn't agree more.
We're happy to help in any way we can.
Our people will be dialing in momentarily.
Of course.
We have agreed to attempt dialing the Stargate's 9 Chevron address immediately. This will be done to prove the viability and the safety of such a connection so that we will be able to provide ongoing support to their people on the other side. Now, I am confident that there is no danger. Captain.
Team from Earth will be arriving shortly. We will give them our complete support and cooperation. Stow your weapons. These people are allies. Dismissed!
Captain, what's going on? Well, I overheard them. I've offered to share in everything. Information, technology.
The administrator said drawing that much power could overload the core, rip open the planet's crust.
Yeah, he's good.
What?
He was bargaining.
Sorry I was gone so long.
I've been having quite the existential time of it, actually. Trying to perceive the difference between this place and the real world. And if there is one, well, I haven't found it.
So you still come back, then?
Well, I have to go away first in order to come back.
Well, it shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Never heard that. What was the problem?
Actually, it was Gin.
Gin? What's she got to do with this, then?
I don't think she approves of this.
None of her bloody business.
I know. But somehow her disapproval manifested itself in keeping you here.
Colonel Telford, gentlemen, welcome. McKay, Dr. Rodney McKay. Right.
With your permission, Administrator, we'll get started.
The facility is at your disposal.
McKay, put us to work.
Right. You and your team check to make sure the power relays are still connected to the Stargate while I hook up their woefully antiquated excuse for the mainframe. I want somebody on every entrance of this building.
It's a big building, sir.
Well, use their own people if you have to.
Shall we have another go, then?
Bye.
We'll see.
He's back!
I need to shout, they can see me.
What the hell were you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm rather hungry. How long have I been away?
Almost 12 hours.
That seems about right.
You know, if you're gonna do something like this, you should tell someone.
Yeah.
Young is pretty pissed.
Yeah, well, you can shout at me later.
How could you be so blasé about this? You could have
can
died in
shout at me
there.
on the way to the mess if you like.
I don't believe it.
Amanda said it was some kind of subconscious act of disapproval.
Gin would never hurt anyone.
Oh, it doesn't matter anyway, I'm back.
What was it like?
Entirely personal.
But we're not going to be able to keep up the charade forever. How long is this going to
I
take?
gave you my best guess in the briefing.
You also said you'd reassess once we got here.
Well, the facility's already drawing power from the Quadria core, which speeds things up considerably. On the other hand, this is more or less 1940s technology, which can slow things down. Then again, there's the they don't build things like they used to factor.
1 hour or two, McKay, which is it?
If we end this conversation right now, I can still manage the former.
Shepard's right.
About what?
Perhaps now would be a good time to undertake our secondary objective.
By all means. I'll show you to my office.
How can you possibly control the power flow from so small a device?
Because, technically speaking, as far as you're concerned, I'm from the future.
Dr. McKay appreciates your help. What is it with genius and social skills? Never mind, we're good to go as far as the Stargate is concerned.
Good. Just loading the program, so 10 minutes tops.
I'll just come right out and ask. Once we've proven we can do this, would you be interested in joining Destiny's crew?
No, I never actually,
I know that you can pretty much write your own ticket as far as assignments are concerned, but there isn't a more exciting mission out there.
Well, there's the niggling issue of not being able to get home.
Not yet. But we get the right people aboard, return Destiny to its former glory.
That's even possible.
That's why I need you.
I thought Colonel Young was in command.
Let me rephrase. That's why we need you.
Wendy.
I just wanted to make sure you got back all right.
Home again?
I'm glad. I was worried.
I know you were.
The last thing I would ever want is...
What the hell was that?
An emergency shutdown of the FTL drive.
Kid.
I don't think there will be any damage, but I needed the distraction. Dr. Rush is in danger.
I know, we've been trying to get him out, and I've been looking for you.
It was a mistake. She didn't do it intentionally, but there's no way out of the simulation.
Who are we talking about?
Dr. Perry. I tried to reach out to you sooner, but she keeps stopping me, or suppressing me. It's hard to explain. It's taking all of my concentration just to be here.
Why would she do that?
She's trying to buy time to solve the problem in her initial programming of the simulation, but she can't. The only way to end this is from the outside. You have to do it, Eli.
How?
You have to.
Ken! Ken!
Hey, what happened?
I sensed a potential overload in one of the FTL drive modules. I was able to stop it with an emergency shutdown.
Very good.
So, should I leave you to your work, or can we sit and talk a while?
Well, I should work, really.
I'll see you soon.
Sure.
We have a problem.
You couldn't find proof?
Oh, I found proof, all right. That for the past several months, the Langarans have steadfastly refused to have anything to do with the Lucian Alliance.
It doesn't take that long to say no.
In each exchange, they've been offered more. Much more. And each time they refused, apparently out of concern for jeopardizing their alliance with us. I told you...
Woolsey, we had damn good reason to suspect...
Yes, because of our spy satellites.
This changes nothing.
I believe it's for you, Administrator.
This is Administrator Helper. Sir, I don't know who you've spoken to, but there is nothing to be concerned about. Everything. Ambassador. They're on their way.
Shouldn't you be trying to get me out the neural interface chair?
I might if you were still in the neural interface chair, but seeing as how you... What are you doing?
Nothing to be concerned about.
You're dialing shield strength back all over the ship.
Yep, not to worry.
No, stop! Listen, if shield strength drops below 4%, the ship will rip itself apart.
You'll be fine.
No, I won't.
Why are you doing this?
Because I haven't left the simulation yet, have I? It's time for me to find a way out myself.
This isn't the way to...
Look, all simulations require parameters. Conditions beyond which the program scenario can no longer continue. If this doesn't stop it, I don't know what will.
No, Nick, this is really happening. You're gonna kill everyone on this ship.
I don't think so.
David, we need to reconsider what we're doing.
Better to beg forgiveness than ask for permission. That's what my dad used to always say.
That only made sense when we could achieve the dial-up before we got caught.
We still can. McKay, what are you waiting for?
Program is running.
Listen to me, Everett. I need to get back there, and you need supplies.
Sure, there's a sizable force gathering outside the building.
Chevron 1 is encoded. If I could have your attention, please. For safety reasons, I need all Langarian personnel to leave this room immediately. Thank you.
There's no time. We should stop now and dial Earth.
No, we can't quit now. Not when we're this close.
This will be a diplomatic disaster.
I give a damn about those people on that ship. I make no apologies for that. If we stop now, we give up any chance of helping them.
And if we don't stop, people will get hurt, David.
We've got 2 trained SG units, plus you and me. All we need to do is hold them off until we can make a connection.
Chevron 2 encoded.
Then what? We stand down. We explain what happened, the whole thing, but at least we will have proven to them that it works.
Chevron 3 encoded. Sir? Do not fire. I repeat, do not fire unless fired upon.
Everett, I do not want to hurt anyone any more than you do, but we've only got one shot at this.
You want to get back that bad?
Not just for my sake. This place can be Destiny's lifeline.
Chevron 4 encoded.
We know what you're attempting to do, and it will not be tolerated.
Ambassador, the Earth's delegation has convinced me that there is no danger.
I don't know who you are, but Administrator Halpern would never agree to this.
Chevron 5 encoded.
Our forces have been instructed to open fire if the dialing process reaches the 8th chevron.
We just want to prove to you that it can be done, that's all.
Choice is yours.
Power levels. Well within my predictions. So it would have worked. Absolutely. Chevron 6 is locked, by the way, and I would not be standing there.
They won't shoot.
Colonel, look, I may just be the brilliant scientist relegated to shouting out the obvious in terms of chevrons here, but while I'm stating the obvious, this mission is already a failure. It's only going to get worse.
Shut it down.
There's no way to shut down the simulation.
Why not?
Because Perry's the one who programmed the parameters. Unconsciously or not, she's keeping them there.
So what are we doing?
Ginn told me the only way to do it's from the outside. Dr. Perry pulled her away from me before she got the words out, but pretty sure I know what she was going to say.
Why did you do that, Nick?
To prove that it wasn't real. Why did you lie to me?
I thought it was some kind of glitch. I thought it was something that I could repair. They could just keep your body alive while I found a way you wouldn't have to worry.
So what do we do?
It's out of my hands now. Ginn finally got through to Eli.
It was never her fault, was it?
No. It was an innocent mistake in programming the parameters of the simulation. It's so simple that nothing could go wrong.
What were the parameters?
I don't blame you.
For what? Amanda, what were they?
That we love each other. That's all. That was the only thing that needed to happen, and then you could have come and gone as you wished. I love you, Nick. But you don't...
No. Of course I do. That can't be the problem.
It's not something you can will to be true.
But it is true. I love you.
This wasn't fair to you to begin with. I felt this way about you for most of my life.
No, Amanda, please listen to me here. No, I mean, not the verdict of some bloody program.
You don't have much time. Eli has already started deleting the memory where our consciousness is stored.
You and Ginn?
It's the strangest feeling.
Stop him.
I can't.
No, try. Protect yourself.
I know you blame yourself for my death. But don't. Okay? As if that hadn't happened, then I never would have felt this.
I do love you. I swear it.
Goodbye.
Is that you?
Yeah, it's us. Yeah.
How'd the mission go?
They've agreed to release our people in exchange for the defense of their planet from the Lucian Alliance. Also, the removal of the Stargate from their power facility. So, mission not accomplished. Speaking of letting prisoners free.
Oh. They seemed decent enough. I didn't think there'd be harm in showing them the ship and crew that they were trying to help. I hope that was all right.
Lieutenant, in the grand scheme of things, I think that was the best decision any of us has made all day.
What happened? How did I get here?
You've actually been back for a couple of days. It just took you that long to come out of the coma.
Eli, what the hell did you do?
What the hell did I do? I transferred the memory where they were stored into quarantine. They're cut off from the rest of the ship now. And us. Really? There was no other way. That's what Ginn said. So that's what I did. To save you.
No, Eli.
Forget it. You need to rest. In fact, you're lucky to be alive.
Listen to her, Doc. She knows what she's talking about.